So children, we are going to solve the model question paper 1. The model question paper released by the board. The first model question paper we are going to solve now. So the question is, if a pair of linear equations, they are given a pair of linear equations. They are given, the first question is, they are given a pair of linear equations, that is 3x plus 2ky is equal to 2 and 2x plus 5y plus 1 is equal. So these are the two pair of linear equations. These two lines are parallel to each other. So the lines, the pair of these two are, when you draw the graph for these two equations, you get two parallel lines. You get the lines which are parallel to each other. You have to find the value of k in this one. So they give the option. Option is 15 divided by 4. Option B is 3 divided by 2. Option C is 5. Option D is 4 divided by 15. So, what will be the answer? Now, first of all, you have to identify from which chapter this is. So, by this question, you would have come to know this is from chapter pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, so we know what type of solutions will get depending upon the ratios. Now, we should know the standard form. So, when you solve one type of question, then you should know the related questions to this one. What are other questions can be asked. So, you should know that not only model paper is given, in model paper this question is given, so in exam also will get no. So, related to this, another type of question you may get. So, you should know the whole thing behind this question. So, first we have to know the general form, standard form, the linear equation. Pair of linear equation, two variables, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now you have to know that we can say what type of solution we will get depending upon the ratio. If the ratio, first ratio, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So how to get a1 values? When you compare this one, first let us compare and write down the values of a, and so that will be easy. So this will write in this form. So we'll bring 2 this side, that will become minus 2 and it will be equal to 0. So 3x plus 2ky plus minus, because I am taking plus 2 this side will become minus 2 is equal to 0. The second equation, 2x plus 5y, so the 1 is before equal to sign, so let it be as it is. Now we have to verify, we have to find out the values of a1, b1, c1. When you compare the standard form with the given equation, you can write down coefficient of x is a1, coefficient of x is 3, so here a will be 3, here b a1, so b1 will be 2k, okay, and here c1 will be minus 2. You take all the sign also. Plus means not need to mention. Now again, you see, you compare here, a2 is 2, b2 is 5 and c2 is 1. So after finding all these values, we should know what if the ratios a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. The first two ratios are not equal, you know, the lines are intersecting, they are intersecting, they intersect at one point, they have one solution, so the intersecting lines have only one solution, unique, or you can say a unique solution. Okay, so no, we'll not check the third one, the third ratio c1 by c2 when these two ratios are not equal. If a1 by, so this is b1, so if all three ratios are equal, then we say they are coincident lines. They are coincident lines. They are coincident lines, and they are how many solutions? Here it has one solution. It has many solutions. Infinitely many, infinite solution which we cannot count. So third type of ratio is So only three types: intersecting, coincident. Third type is parallel. When you say if the first two ratios are equal, a1 by a2 is equal to b, but it is not equal to third one, c1 by c2, then we say the lines are parallel. If these lines are parallel, then there is no solution. So only these three types of lines are there. One is intersecting, coincident and parallel. So these questions can be asked anywhere. They can ask question parallel, coincident or intersecting lines. So you should know all things related to that one. The question is, now they given these two lines are parallel to each other. So what find? You have to find the value of k. So parallel to each other. So parallel to each other, what are the ratios for parallel to each other? This is the ratio for parallel to each other. So it's not equal to, will not consider this. We'll consider this one only, a1 by a2. Not equal to, will not consider. Now we'll consider these two ratios which are equal and find the value of k. Because k is present in b only. So we don't want c1 and c2. So b is enough. So here a1 is 3 divided by a2 is 2. b1 is 2k. And b2 is 5. So we want the value of k, so we will cross multiply other terms. So 5 will go here and 2 will come here. So 5 will go and 2 will come here. Cross multiply. So 3 into 5 divided by 2 into 2 is equal to k. Okay. Now 3 5s are, it is 15. 15 by 4, 2 to the 4 is equal to, so the k value is 15 by 4. The option A is correct. So option A is correct for the first problem. So children, now the same thing, same type of question can, the second question also, if you see, the second question is, again the pair of linear equations are given as 2x minus 5y plus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 5 plus 8 is equal to 0. Has how many solutions? First, same thing as first problem. What we did, we took ratios. In that, after finding ratios, we should check how many solutions it has a unique, they given options, exactly 2 solutions, infinitely many solutions, a unique solution or no solution at all. So we don't have, so we have seen the previous problem. Either we have intersecting a unique solution, only one solution, or many solution, or no solution at all. So we don't have anything like 2 solutions. The first option is not there at all. So the remaining 3 options are whether it is unique, infinitely many solution, or no solution. That depends upon the ratios. The same thing what we done. So when you compare with the standard form here, C2. So just what you should do, just write down the values of A1. A1 is 2, B1, so I'll written here, should write here. So B1 is minus 5. So plus is not going to write, minus means you should write down C1 is 4 and here A2 is 2, B2 is 1. Question of why is no number, so 1 will take, and C2 is 8. Now to check for if A1 by A2, and we check the ratio of A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. What is this? So A1 by A2, that is 2 by 2. So 1s are 2 1s are 2 1s, so 1 it will get. B1 and B2. B1 is minus 5, B2 is 1. So minus is minus 5. By this one we can say that here A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. A1 by A2 is 1 and B1 by B2 is minus 5. So both are not equal. So if it is not, the first two ratios is not equal, no need to check third one. So it is, if it is not equal, then it has a unique solution, only one solution. The option C, unique solution, is correct here. So what happens if these two are equal? Then we'll check third one. If all three are equal, then we can say it is an infinitely many solution, coincident lines. And if the first two is correct and the third ratio is not equal, it is not equal, then we say parallel lines, no solution at all. So for incident, for a unique solution and many solutions, we say the lines are consistent. This type of question also can be asked. So for what type of it will be a consistent equations only when it is many solutions or unique solution. If it is no solution, then it is not consistent. Okay, so this is the first two problem, almost same, just in other terms they are given. So you should know the ratios. For what ratios we get parallel lines, coincident and intersecting lines. Okay, now the third question, the values of x and y. The values of x and y when the point lies on the linear equation x 2x minus 3y is equal to. So this is a given equation. So what are the points given? They given option A is equal to x is equal to 0, and for B x is 2, y is 3, and for C x is equal to 3, y is minus 2, and for D x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 3. So they given the value, you have to find the value when the point lies on this linear equation. So when you draw the graph for this, you get a straight line like this. If this is the coordinate axis, the x-axis, you draw a line here, and if the point is lying on this, no, any of this point is lying on this line graph, then we call it as a solution. So that already you know. So how to check which one is the solution here? Which point lies here? Which point? So that we can do by trial and error method. What is trial and error method? Means we substitute the values of for first example we'll take for the first option we'll take, and we'll consider x is equal to 0, y is minus 3, and substitute in the given equation. If both LHS and RHS are equal, then this is a solution. This point lies on this line, otherwise it doesn't lie. Okay, so very simple. So substitute trial and error method. It is first we'll try this one. If this is not correct, we'll go to third, second one, third, fourth, like that. Okay, so if you substitute here 2 into 0 minus 3 into minus 3 is equal to 12. 2 into 0 is 0. Minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 9. So we'll get 0 plus 9 is 9. 9 is equal to, so 9 and 12 are not equal. So the first option is wrong. So we'll go to second option with trial and error method. Again substitute x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So 2 into 2 minus 3 into 3 is equal to 12. So what do we get here? 4 minus 3 is 9. So 4 minus 9 is minus 5. Again minus 5 and minus 2 will not be, 12 will not be equal. LHS will not be equal to the RHS. Okay. So C option, if you take C option, x is 3 here. So 2 into 3 minus 3 into y is minus 2, minus 2. So this is 2 as it is. 2 3 is a 6, minus 2 minus plus 3 2 is a 6 again. 6 plus 6 is 12 is equal to 12. So if you see LHS is equal to RHS, LHS is equal to RHS. So you can say option C is correct. So this is the solution. This is the point which lies on the given line for this equation. Okay, this is for the third question. The fourth question is identify the wrong statement with respect to the pair of linear equations. So the first four questions, what is given, all are pair of linear equations. It is very important to understand the question belongs to which chapter. Then only we will be able to solve. You have to identify the wrong statement. If lines are parallel, there is no solution. So the first statement, if lines are parallel, there is no solution. Correct. This statement is true. It is not false, because we are done the first two problems. If the lines are perpendicular to each other, there is no solution. So either we have only three types of lines. Either they are parallel, means no solution. If they are intersecting at one point, we have only one solution. If both lines are coincident, lying one upon each other, then we have many solutions, infinite solution. So they are given perpendicular, so there is no perpendicular. Perpendicular is nothing but intersecting only. Intersecting, either it can be intersecting like this or perpendicular. This is also perpendicular only. So they are perpendicular only. Intersecting and perpendicular both will be same. So if the lines are perpendicular to each other, then there is no solution. If it is perpendicular means it is intersecting only. Intersecting only means it has only one solution. So this statement is wrong. So you can select option B. If the lines are perpendicular to each other, then there is no solution. This is wrong. If you see the third statement, many solutions lines coincide. Correct. Lines are coincident. Many solutions will be there. Unique solution, they intersect. Intersecting this or intersecting only one solution. This point where they meet. Okay, so option B is wrong. That is, if lines are perpendicular to each other, there is no solution. Okay, children.